Conversational English.
Hey, Anna. You mentioned some books last time. I was thinking about checking out Percy Jackson. What's it about exactly?
Oh, Percy Jackson is really cool. It's about this boy who finds out he's the son of Poseidon, the Greek god. He goes on all these adventures with his friends to stop monsters and save the world. If you like mythology, you'll love it.
That sounds awesome. I've always thought Greek mythology was pretty interesting. So, is it more of a fantasy or an adventure book?
It's a mix of both. It has a lot of action and adventure, but there's also magic and creatures from myths, so it's definitely fantasy too. The best part is how funny Percy is as a character. He doesn't take himself too seriously, even when things get crazy.
Sounds like something I'd enjoy. I'll definitely check it out. Do you have a favorite character?
I think Annabeth is my favorite. She's smart and brave, and she really balances Percy out. Plus, she's all about strategy, which makes her stand out. What about you? Do you like any particular kinds of characters in books?
I usually like the underdog characters, the ones who start out kind of ordinary but end up being really important or powerful. I guess that's why I like a lot of games with those kinds of stories. What other book series do you like?
I'd say Harry Potter is a big one for me. It's similar in that way. The main character, Harry, starts out not knowing anything about magic and ends up being this key figure in the magical world. Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah, I've heard of Harry Potter, but I haven't read the books. I saw some of the movies, though.
The movies are great, but the books are even better. They have so much more detail and backstory that the movies don't cover. You should read them if you get a chance.
I've been meaning to. I might actually start with Harry Potter after Percy Jackson. What's your favorite part of Harry Potter?
That's tough. I think my favorite part is seeing how the characters grow up over time. You start with them as kids, and by the end, they're dealing with some really intense stuff. It's a great mix of adventure, friendship, and magic.
Sounds like a solid series. I like when characters develop like that. It makes you feel more connected to them. Any other recommendations for someone just getting into reading?
If you're into action, you could try The Hunger Games. It's more dystopian, so it's different from Harry Potter and Percy Jackson, but it's super intense. The main character, Katniss, is thrown into these survival games, and it's all about strategy and survival. You'd probably like it.
I saw the movies for that too. The whole survival thing was pretty cool, especially how she had to outsmart everyone.
The books are even better, though. They go into more detail about her thoughts and the politics behind everything. It's really gripping.
I'll add it to my list. You really know your books, huh?
Haha, yeah. I've always been into reading. It's such a good escape. Plus, it helps with my creativity when I'm drawing.
I can see that. Stories probably inspire your art a lot, right?
Definitely. I get ideas for characters and landscapes from the books I read. What about you? Do any of the games you play remind you of books?
Yeah, actually. A lot of them have storylines that feel like interactive novels. I think that's why I like them so much. It's like being part of the story. I should try reading more, though. You're convincing me.
That's the plan. Once you get into a good book, you'll see, it's hard to stop. Let me know which one you start with.
I will. Thanks for all the recommendations, Anna. See you tomorrow?
See you tomorrow, Jason.